Gotta stay optimistic, I suppose. Yep, there it is. I'll just make sure this is shared. Boopity boopity. Discord. Shove it in the general chat, fuck it. There you go. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the final round of the DRS Formula 2 Championship. We are here at a circuit that causes so much chaos in this video game. It's not even funny, and we've got the most chaotic racing series. Racing on the world's most chaotic circuit, or at least F1 2019's most chaotic circuit. Welcome to Baku, Azerbaijan. This is going to be one hell of a way to end off a season. Unfortunately, we have only 13 drivers. It's a bit like how this Formula 2 Championship began. We only had about 10 or 12 drivers at the start of the season. Now, only 13, as the Drivers' Championship is already wrapped up. Toddster 99, absolutely dominating this season. He's got an unbeatable points lead. He's here today at Baku to just assert his dominance as DRS's #1 Formula 2 driver. Let's get the telemetry up, shall we? All this good stuff. Alright. Toddster 99 already retires. He's going to do a first to last challenge, the wanker. He's going to show us why he's our two-time Formula 2 champion. We'll go with Conehouse for a lap around Baku. Unfortunately, I don't have Zach Reichel alongside me to take me through the lap. So I'll try and do my best to give you an accurate-ish description of the lap. Coming into turn 3, now into turn 4. Whole heap of right angles in the first sector, whole heap of boring stuff that throughout the race leads to pretty much nothing except for the first lap where it's absolute chaos through there. Through turns 5 and 6, very nicely done by Conehouse. He's currently fastest as well, so he's looking like he's going to get pole position. Through turn 7 and now into the notorious castle section. I wonder what it's going to be looking with F2 cars. Actually, it doesn't seem too bad on the super soft tyre as well here at Baku. Not on the soft compound tyre, the super soft. Now coming through 13, 14 and 15. 15 to 90-degree left-hander with the notoriously difficult turn into turn 16. And now for the 2K absolutely flat-out section of Sector 3. Now, is it flat out? Yes, it is. In F2 cars, it's flat out. Coming through the small kink of turn 20. Look at the speed of 300, 310, 315 kilometers an hour and across the line. And Conehouse, to my knowledge, snags his first ever pole position in the Formula 2 series. Only just, though, by a bit less than a tenth of a second to Romy Alonso. But Conehouse demonstrating that he's pretty good in these cars. He also demonstrated this at Abu Dhabi, where he won his first ever league race. But there you go, Conehouse snap. There we go. 95 thousandths of a second separating first and second place. Romy Alonso getting that second spot. Breno P3. Crackerjack, his first race in a Formula 2 car, P4. Roscoe Arm P5. Alcatraz P6. Banana P. James Cruz P9. Garlas P10. Lunacy P11. Toddster P12. And F1 Boy P13. Not a big grid, but small grids doesn't mean bad racing. We had a pretty good race round 1 at Hockenheim with only 12 or 11 or 12 cars. So who knows what this race will bring at a circuit like this. Very unorthodox, a high-speed street circuit. You don't... Oh, he had it on dynamic weather. Well, here we go then. Typically we leave it on clear to try and, you know, make it easier on everyone for the race. But it seems that Alcatraz has forgotten to put it onto clear, and we have dynamic weather. So it is raining at Azerbaijan. That's not good for the drivers. This race circuit is chaotic enough in the dry. In the wet, oh boy, this is going to be something else. Oh no. Alrighty then. So the drivers will take off on their second to last formation lap of the Formula 2 Championship. What a season it has been. Oh, hang on a minute. And there goes Crackerjack and Roscoe Arm. They've only gone into turn one, and they've already put themselves back to the start. Oh, that's dearie me. Oh, and Konehouse puts himself into the wall. I don't think he can get any damage from the formation lap though. So, lucky him. Oh, dearie me. Oh, well, a nice way to end off the season, I guess. A little bit of wet weather. We haven't had any wet weather in F2. It's about time these fellas got some. But yes, what a season we have had. It's been a dominant season in terms of the championship, but some of the races that we have witnessed have been absolutely unbelievable. Bahrain sticks in my mind as one of the good ones, particularly the sprint race at Bahrain. It was absolutely bonkers in that race. And then we saw that dominant drive from Todser at Monaco. It was whoops, Crackerjack. That's one way of putting it. It's a very long formation lap here, so you've got a while to wait. But yes, that dominant display from Todster at Monaco was an absolutely inspirational drive from him in the feature race. Just dominated every single lap of that feature race. Let's see here. Had round one. Just going to briefly look at the championship, just so then I remind myself of what rounds we've actually gone through. Let's see your playlist. So the F2 championship. Yeah, round two at Bahrain. Canada was a good one as well. Canada with its first ever full grid in F2. That was definitely a fantastic moment in DRS history. Yas Marina, the Conehouse grabbed his first ever win in the Formula 2 Championship. First ever win in league racing as well for him, to my knowledge anyway. We had the absolute mad fest at Monza. Notoria. Oh, Robbie Alonso, hello. Chaos on the formation lap, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to DRS Formula 2 Championship. That pretty much sums up the entire season. Just chaos and drama. I mean, these cars just bring about that sort of action because nobody uses these things in any other league. You don't use them much you don't use them in multiplayer. It's something different and it's something new, and it brought in a lot of drivers for this season. Just looking to do some racing that isn't in Formula 1 cars, at least modern day Formula 1 cars. It's brought about some brilliant and chaotic racing throughout Season 2 of this F2 league. But here we go. The last feature race of Season 2, DRS Formula 2 Championship. And it's lights out and away we go here at a soaking wet Azerbaijan circuit. Oh, and Konehouse gets a great start off the line. But he runs wide at turn one. Oh boy. Hopefully everyone gets through relatively okay. As I say that, someone's gone in the wall. It's Alcatraz. The man who made this lobby has fallen to the conditions and Crackerjack into the wall. Breaks the front wing in the process and lunacy is sideways. And there's Alcatraz with a broken wing. Konehouse is pulling away from the start though. Almost a 1 second lead as the cars are sliding through turn 3, and there's another one going round. It's Roscoe Arm, I think. It is. Oh, thank goodness Ghosting's on. Yellow 1 sector. Sector 1 yellow flags. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Back up to the leaders. Oh dearie me, this is going to be a very long feature race. Small sector 1 yellow flags with Scarlaz at turn 3. What on earth happened to him? Doesn't appear to be any damage. I'll just have another quick... Yeah, no damage. So Konau's still leading away. Oh, we got problems. F1 boy, I think. Yep. Oh, and into the back goes Lunacy. Oh no. Ghosting's on. Go, 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 go. You have to be careful. You have to be really, really careful with these things. Go back up to the leaders. Kinehouse leading the way with a long zone P2 and Breno into the wall. And so is Rizzy Rick. Oh, it's absolute carnage. And we haven't even finished lap 1 yet. Actually, this will be a... Oh, here we go. Side by side. Yeah, back out, back out. Let's have a look. Oh, safety car. Oh, I don't believe it. We've actually gotten a safety car. Okay. I was going to have a look at position changes because Toddster has vaulted himself from P12 after retiring in one-shot quali. He's in 4th place. Garlax drive-through penalty for speeding under safety car. Toddster does a dummy. Resurrect with his broken wing, I think. Slow it down, slow it down. There we go. Oh, his F1 boy has left the session. Dear oh dear. These cars are difficult to drive. You have to be careful. There we go. So, we hadn't even finished a lap, and there's a safety car. Oh, I love Formula 2 racing. My word. Garlaz jumps up to P6 now, as drivers are replacing their wings. Oh, seems that Roscoe Arm had to serve a penalty there. James Cruz. You're not going on to the mediums. Oh, wait a minute. Has it stopped rain? No, it hasn't. He's just undercover. Right, he's going on to the medium compound tyre for whatever bloody reason. Is he on the mediums? He is. Why is he on the mediums? Clearly it's a grande strategia. I'm not thinking clearly. That's very much a Ferrari kind of strat right there. And there we go. We haven't even finished a lap at this 6-kilometer circuit and there's already a safety car. Oh my word. Have a look at that. So F1 boy has left the session, so we only have 12 drivers now. I have sent out a couple of invites to drivers that aren't currently in the lobby. Hopefully they'll be able to join up. So, yeah, we've had 18 different races this season, 9 different locations, and we've had 8 different winners. There's no other way of describing it, but just brutally dominated this series. He's got 8 victories out of the 18. 4 of them in feature races, and getting the feature race clean sweep. And what I mean by that is he's got pole position, he's got the fastest lap, and he wins the feature race. He's done that on 4 different occasions. He did it in Monaco. I'm pretty sure. I'll just get the table. He did it in Bahrain, Japan, Silverstone, and Monaco. 4 different races where he's got pole position, the fastest lap, and wins the feature race. Absolutely dominant. His main championship rival, XJ Schmidt, who isn't actually here, hadn't actually won a race throughout this series at all. This might have been a good opportunity to win one. But he hasn't actually won a single race. And he kept himself in championship contention right up until the last round in Monaco. I mean, let's see. Rick, I'm pretty sure, has got 3 victories, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3. Yep, 3 victories to his name. Dougie Falcons has got 2. And the rest are Conehouse, Plebs, Zach Crichton. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 8, 3, 11, 13, 15, 16. Oh, and Iconic Q, that's the one I'm missing. Iconic Q winning the sprint race at Monaco. 8 different race winners this season. 35 different drivers have scored points in this series. 35! This shows you how popular this series is. And having Zach Crichton alongside me in the combox, him describing what's going on the circuit at Silverstone and at Monaco of all places, was really an eye-opening experience to hear what a really good driver, a really good player of this game had to say about the F2 cars around certain racetracks. How difficult they were to drive in comparison to the F1 cars because of how little aero they've got in comparison to F1 cars. As Lunacy retires from the session, he's binned it. Where on earth? Has he done a Grosjean? He has. Not quite in the same place, but Lunacy will say that Ericsson definitely hit him 100%. 100% Ericsson's fault. We're still on the safety car. It's been 3 laps and we're still under safety car. Come on. It'll be intermediate conditions soon, I think. I mean, it's still raining. Not heavily, but it's still raining. Yeah, it's been an absolutely superb season. So who are we waiting on? There's Crackerjack, he's 10 seconds behind. Rick, he's 21 and a bit seconds behind. 7th and 8th. After that lap 1 drama. Conehouse wouldn't mind this at all. The longer the safety car stays out, the higher the chance of him winning this race and potentially claiming his 2nd victory of the season. Now, is it going to be safety car lights out? Yes, it is. So when we cross the line, it'll be 11 laps to go at Baku. Will the conditions change? Will it be intermediate? It's definitely looking like there's a chance it could be. I mean, the rain is lightening up. The track still got that sheen to it, but you can see a dry line forming. And Conehouse guns it. And I think he's probably done the job that you can do on this circuit. There's no slow corner where you can sort of back the field up and then gun it. It's all pretty much flat out. And he's got half a second as Todster looks to the inside into turn 1. He will get P3. They're still side by side. Oh, and Conehouse has made a mistake. And Todster's going to capitalise on this because Conehouse blocking the racing line. Alonso had nowhere to go, and oh my word, I think Alonso went into the wall, if I'm not mistaken, And someone's binned it at turn 1. I think that's Rizzy Rick. We've got to keep an eye on this. Alonso and Tonster's into the wall! Broken front wing. Oh, it's absolute carnage here at Baku. There's effectively, what, a Gran Turismo-like field? Only 6 cars. Oh no, there's 7. Like a really old Gran Turismo field where you only had 6 cars. But they're all competitive. But here we go. Banana Cake Pie in P4. With a very angry reigning champion right in behind. Sector 1 yellow flags, that's Alcatraz. Yeah, drivers have to be really, really careful in these conditions. Oh, and down the inside, oh my word! Using all of the inside does Crackerjack and pushes the 3-lap champion out of the way. Well, former 3-lap champion, as what's happened in D&E. Poor Banana. Oh, when Crackerjack goes wide. Virtual safety car. Oh, Banana. Banana. Oh, he got robbed by the virtual safety car. He had P6. But Codemaster was like, nah, you stay there, mate. You stay right there. Aussie Rizzy Wreck. Drive-through penalty for speeding under virtual safety car. It's catching a lot of drivers out, this VSC thing. This driver's not adjusting well enough to the delta. Oh, here we go. Alonso might have a move down the inside. You can see Conehouse. I think he's got a missing end plate, if I'm not mistaken. And he... Oh, I still can't play. He does. He has a missing end plate. So he's going to be horrendously slow. Particularly through Sector 3. And in wet conditions as well. You need as much downforce as you can possibly get without sacrificing too much straight line speed. Oh, and Conehouse into the wall. Oh, big damage for sure. And Alonso moves himself into the lead. As Rizzy Rick gets another 5-second penalty. The rain stopped. As I've been rambling on, the rain has stopped. Now, I wonder if F2 cars have inters. I'm not sure. I mean, people watching the stream, correct me if I'm wrong, but do F2 cars actually get intermediate tyres? Or do they only have full wets? I remember hearing that somewhere, that F2 cars only get full wets, no intermediate. I'm pretty sure I'm right about that, I'm not sure. Sector 1 yellow flags, oh boy. It must have been Galaz then. Alcatraz fight tyre. So that's a second driver to move onto the tyre because... Let's see, Aussie Rizzy Rick, he's on it. And I'm pretty sure James was on it at one point as well, but he's now back onto the wet. Sector 1 yellow flags. It's now been cleared. But I imagine, you can see there from Alonso's tyre, there's not a great deal of spray, so I'd imagine that he'll be coming in as soon as possible. Nope, he's staying out. Conehouse, I'd imagine he would, yes, because he's got a broken front wing. So into the pit he goes. Nice and on the mark. Same with Todster as well. Okay. Crackerjack's going to stay out. Same with Banana Cake Pie. Seems like Crackerjack has got good pace in comparison to Banana. Banana not liking these slushy conditions. But yeah, chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure F2 cars don't get intermediates. Breno on the Super Softs. That's gambling. Do the Super Softs make it? You've got a fair way to go on them, but who knows? Another safety car might come out. Change the whole race up. But Konaus, our pole sitter, oh, very late, and Todster's into the wall! You don't see that every day from a champion. Oh my word. Konaus got around the corner beautifully, and Todster straight in. Now the track looks bone dry, but obviously to the game, it's still wet out there. There's still plenty of water. And the cars are aquaplaning everywhere. Oh, and Breno into the wall! Or does Todster follow? Yes, he does. My word. The two-time F2 champ. Into the wall twice. Breno retires from the session. Oh, my word. And we got a VSC. Okay. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Okay, so what are these fellas going to do? What are they going to do on the wet? Are they going to come in? I do not know. Let's see. What does Alonso do? He comes in. Garlas has retired from the session. Okay. So we're going to have 10 finishes. So if every James Cruz is on target to score a point. His first point since round 1. He scored points in round 1 where he managed to finish in excuse me, in that chaotic German F2 race. He scored 3 points actually. Over that whole race weekend. You can even see there, you can see how twitchy it is. On the mediums, it's still not dry enough. That's unbelievable. It looks bone dry. That's a warning for sure. But it seems the wet compound tyre is still the ideal one. 8 laps out of 15. Still plenty of time to go in this race. Oh, we got sector 1 yellows. It's James Cruz. He's still going though. Super Trooper hasn't died yet. He's going on to finish in the points. Oh, hang on. It's just a slow car, letting people by. So Roscoe Arm leading the way by 9.6 seconds to Banana Cake Pie. Sector 1 yellows again. It's just James. Let's see. There's no spray coming off that tyre. Absolutely no spray. Oh, there is no, I actually retract that statement. There is a little bit. And Alonso is gaining massively too. He just gained half a second. Just a matter of seconds. And now it's opened back up to 11.1. As, ooh, hang on. Is that Crackerjack? It is too. Okay, you can see there at low speed. Just spray coming up. It is still not time for medium tyres yet. That's unbelievable. Codemasters, fix your shit. The track looks bone dry, but it isn't. It is still wet. It is still wet. Okay, Zach joined for the sprint race. There we go, that will open up a bit. And I'm pretty sure I saw Aaron join, so we've got a few quick drivers joining the session. But yeah, it is still wet. It's still only wet. So let's see what the AI does, because F1 Boy's car is controlled by the AI at the moment. He's going on to another set of wets. So the computer is telling the AI it's still wet out there. Don't change to slicks. Not just yet anyway. You can see the gap between Alonso and Banana Cake Pie. It's opened up and then closes. It's sort of either or. It isn't quite one way yet. Nice and gentle on the throttle. Romy Alonso, very gentle. And now he's starting to gain time. Gap is now just under 10 seconds. So I think Roscoe will be coming in for a set of slicks. So clearly that was just the AI getting it horribly wrong as Toddster goes deep into turn 1. Let's see what Roscoe does. He's not swerving over to the left, he's staying out for another lap. Actually, as Roscoe sets the fastest lap of the race, I better have it on leader, because it might just be Banana Cake Pie falling away from Roscoe into Romy Alonso, and not necessarily Roscoe being slow. Gap 24.4 seconds. Banana Cake Pie into the pits. Okay, and he goes super slow into the pits, not risking any sort of penalty. Sector 2 yellow flags. That's James, but he's still going. Banana Cake Pie. What is he switching to? Super soft? Medium? Mediums. Okay. I mean, you might gamble at this stage to put super softs on. Or is it wets? No, it's mediums. Still stuck in the pit lane, apparently. There he goes. DRS has been enabled. There we go. So, Banana Cake Pie has timed this beautifully. But Alonso, 24.6 seconds. Now, it's a long transit time in the pits. It's a very long transit time. Alcatraz, 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. I have never seen gaps this big. As I think Alcatraz and Rizzy Rick are having a bit of a play. Oh! Oh, virtual safety car has been deployed. That is the greatest thing I have ever seen in my life. Ah, oh, dearie me. Oh my word. Oh, and that's going to benefit Roscoe quite a bit. See there, the gap opening up, 27 seconds. And I imagine he's coming in this lap. Rizzy Rick has retired from the session. There he is, very much dead, as Alcatraz gets a 5-second penalty. Oh boy. Aaron has left the session. So sector 2 yellow flag. Right, Roscoe into the pits. Gap 26. Where is he? Is he really that close? Is he really that close? He takes the lead easily. That is such a slow pit lane. Wow. That is a ridiculously slow pit lane. Where's Banana? Oh, just going through sector 3 now. Wow. Sector 1 yellows, that's James. So he's now going for 2 points. Almost doubles his point tally from this season. So Alonso takes the lead massively. Massively. I thought Roscoe had it in the bag, but the pit lane transit time is massive on this circuit in F2 cars. As someone has made a mistake. Crackerjack? No, Alcatraz. Completely broken front wing. Jesus Christ. The poor Aaron, he's had enough. He left the session. Here we go, Alonso still leading the way. Gap opened up to 10.2 seconds. Exchanging position here between Conehouse and Crackerjack. everyone except for James is on the medium tyre. Oh god. Gotta love that revving glitch. Gotta love it. Wouldn't be F1 2019 without it. Oh wait, no, because F1 Boy isn't in the session. So James will actually score 4 points, which means he will double the amount of points he has scored this season. Oh my word. How's this been? This has been an experience and a half. Alonso setting a new fastest lap on 2 minutes 6.923 as James goes off circuit. Alonso, with 4 laps to go, has got a very healthy lead. Now, is that a few drops of rain that I saw? No, I must have been seeing things. Oh, hang on. We got a battle. Crackerjack and Conehouse. Crackerjack on debut. Conehouse, first time winner in this F2 championship. Battling for P4, or Conehouse goes defensive to the inside. Crackerjack around the outside into turn 1. Or still a bit side by side. Crackerjack on the outside. He'll get the better run. No, he won't. Conehouse gets a great run out of the turn. But as a result, Crackerjack will get DRS coming into turn 3. DRS open. He's got the slipstream as well. Conehouse is bound to go defensive. We've got sector 2. Oh my word. Who is that? Is that Ross? No, it's someone else. Oh, and Crackerjack overshoots turn 3. And there goes the battle for P4. That was Alcatraz, righto. So Romy Alonso has just accumulated a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I've just noticed that Roscoe is actually starting to gain as Toddster sets the new fastest lap of the race. We might see a potential battle for P2. Potentially. Roscoe needs to find 4 seconds in the next 3 laps. Is it possible? Maybe. I guess we have to keep an eye on it. But the gap is shrinking. It's now almost 6 seconds. Wait, has Alonso... has he got a missing end plate? Oh, come on. Codemasters, work with me here. Give me a better view. Lunacy has left the session. There it is. No, he hasn't got a missing end plate. So it's just Roscoe with the better grip and the better car speed at the moment, pulling him along. Gap now 5.9 seconds. Just to quickly check. Alonso, yep, just the one. Roscoe oh, he's got 5. But he would have served that. He would have served that during the pit stop. So that won't be next to his name when they cross the finish line. So if Roscoe can find a way to get it under 3 seconds, which would be a mammoth drive if he was able to do that, he might be able to snatch the victory away from Alonso, as we've got a change in position. Conehouse with the broken wing. Man, he's a man possessed at the moment. Ever since he got that win at Abu Dhabi, he has proven to be very quick in these cars. He moves himself up into P3, hopefully trying to find just some solid points out of Baku after qualifying on pole and leading for some part of this race. Let's see here. Top 2. Alonso, Roscoe When they cross the line, it'll be 2 laps to go. And Roscoe needs to find another 3 seconds, but that's an end plate. That is an end plate. Oh my word, Alonso is missing an end plate. He is going to lose a massive amount of time because of that. Is it still flat? No, it's not. It's a slight lift. Let's see what Roscoe can do. It's also a slight lift from Roscoe. Gap now 5 seconds. Holy shit. With only a field of 13, we actually have a battle for the lead. So he needs to find 2 seconds with 2 laps to go. Can he do it? Into turn 1 he goes. Looks nice and smooth. Let's see. 80 km an hour, mid-corner speed. 85, it's 5k difference. And he's gained 0.8 of a second. Almost, no, scratch that, 1 second out of those 2 turns alone. He's got to find 1 more second. 1 more second and he will snag victory away from Alonso. Now 3.4. We got sector 1 yellows. Is that Conehouse? No, it's not. It's James Cruz. He's under 2.8 seconds now. He needs to maintain this. As I say that, he's now lost. Oh, I love commentators first. Opens back up to 3.3 after making that mistake at turn 5. Now coming through the notorious castle section, I imagine both drivers will be tippy-toeing it through here, desperately trying to not break their car. You can see there, Alonso, he's starting to gun it. Now, has Roscoe Arm? No, he doesn't have any damage. Gap now shrinking back down once again. Bit of a lock-up. You can see he's not using ABS. We also might have a battle for P4 that we better look into as well. And here we go onto the 2 km sector 3. Almost flat out, not quite, but almost. Gap is 3.5 seconds. 1 lap to go. Roscoe Arm needs to find half a second in this lap. This is going to be down to the wire. Now, I'm certain that Roscoe Arm would have served that 5-second penalty in the pit lane. The game seems to do that now. Crackerjack is now right on the back of Banana Cake Pie. Will he launch an overtake into turn 16? No, he won't. Oh, but goes maybe into the back of him. But Banana Cake Pie's in AI mode. Weirdly. Roscoe Arm, 3.5 seconds. Gap is actually opening up. Romy Alonso absolutely flying, even with the missing end plate. Does Roscoe Arm have damage? No, he doesn't. Not that the game's showing me, but oh my word, this is going to be so close. Into turn 7. Roscoe Arm using everything. Sector 1 yellow flags. That's Banana Cake Pie. He's in the wall. Oh, okay. The inside wall at the pit exit. Oh, here we go. Gap, 3 seconds, 3.1 seconds, 2.9 seconds. Oh my word. If he has served that 5-second penalty, this is going to be a photo finish. Over turn 15 curves, coming into the last crucial corner, turn 16. He needs a good run off here. And he does, it's a pretty solid run. Let's see the gap. It is shrinking. Oh, he's going to have to throw it. And he does. 3.07. 3.005. It's under 3 seconds. Can he do it? Can he do it? Coming up to the line. Oh, it's opening back up again. This is going to be so close. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Only just, and I mean just, 0.024 of a second. That is an amazing finish. Roscoe Arm pips Alonso to the post to win the feature race at Azerbaijan. Conehouse coming through turn 20 right now. He will get 3rd place, a well-deserved 3rd, after getting pole position for this race. Holy moly. Conehouse P3. Who would have thought, with a field of 13, we could have a race finish like that? Crackerjack on debut, crashes over the line in P4. F1 boy, he won't get P5, he's not in the session. That will go to Banana Cake Pie, if he is in the session. No, it won't, sorry, Todster's right in behind, hello. So the newly crowned champion rather, will get P6, Banana Cake Pie P7, Alcatraz will come home 8th and will start on pole position. James Cruz gets 9th, technically 8th due to F1 Boy's absence, and Alcatraz just touring the pit lane, coming across the line. There we go. What a finish! What a finish! Oh, I thought Alonso had him. The gap started to open back up again, but it must... Oh my freaking god. This is why Formula 2 is one of the best series in gaming history. Oh my word. Only Formula 2 can produce something like that. Only Formula 2. That has got to be the closest finish in DRS history. 2/100ths of a second separate first and second place. Coinhouse gets third, Crackerjack fourth, F1 Boy won't get fifth, that will go to Toddster. Banana Cake Pie gets sixth, Alcatraz seventh, and James Cruz will get 8th place and 4 points, which will double his total for this season. And Toddster gets fastest lap as well. There we go. It's now time for the final race of DRS Season 2. What a journey it has been. From the start of the season at Hockenheim, we arrive here at the clear skies for the sprint race at Azerbaijan. We've got a few more drivers. We've got Reedy in the session and Pete Crichton, which is Zach. So that's good to see. He would be super duper fast, I'd imagine. But to all those drivers who decided to hit the thumbs down button, bad luck, because you missed out on one of the best races of the season. I'm sure there's actually proper reason for the thumbing down, you know, with real life things and whatnot. But there we go, on to the formation lap. The final formation lap in this beautiful Formula 2 championship. Alcatraz will start on pole, Banana Cake Pie in P2. Our newly crowned champion, the two-time champ, Toddster in P3. F1 Boy isn't in the session, but he will start P4. Crackerjack P5, Conehouse, our pole sitter from the feature race, will start from P6. Romy Alonso P7. Roscoe Arm, after winning just, will start P8. James Cruz 9th. Rizzy Rick 10th. Breno, if he's actually still here, and I don't think he is, start from 11th. Garlaz 12th. Lunacy, I don't think is in the session. Reedy's in the session, that's good to see. And Pete Crichton will round off the grid. 11 laps. 11 more laps. 66 kilometers worth of racing till the season end. What a race. What an absolutely superb race. Everyone will be on the same tyre, I would imagine. Oh no, Banana Cake Pie is going to gamble on the super softs, or he got that same thing that Pete did, it threw him onto the super softs. And because Pete used both medium compounds in the race at Monaco, in the feature race at Monaco, so it threw him onto the super soft tyre. Same thing. So the game has selected the most fresh tyre that you've got, and that's a set of super softs. So there we go. So With Roscoe winning that race, he becomes the 9th different winner in this Formula 2 championship. 9 different winners. My word, what a season. What a racing series. Arguably the most difficult car to drive in the game. And these drivers going full pelt at each other for 2 races over a round. It is absolutely brilliant stuff in this F2 championship. But for the final time this series, we have 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go, and Pete's he's got a jump start penalty. Drive through the pit lane, he must go. Oh, and Alcatraz has got a horrendous start off the line. He must have a 2015 Honda engine in the back of that thing, because he's dropped down all the way down to 6th place. Toddster leads the way with Crackerjack in P2, Conehouse P3, Romy Alonso P4. So he's gained a few places. And, corner cutting for Pete Crichton, 5-second penalty. Gaining a place. Let's see, Toddster leads away into 1. Oh, and Crackerjack! Oh, that was wide. Oh, and that's even wider from Breno, so he's actually in the session. Oh, he's full on binned it. There goes Breno, retiring from the session. So we will have only 12 drivers for this race, and Toddster is leading the way. He's already built up a 2.1 second margin to Crackerjack. Conehouse right in behind in P3, and Romy Alonso right in behind in P4. Roscoe on P5. Alcatraz P6 with Aussie Rizzy Rick. As Pete, Jesus Christ, son, stop getting so many penalties. Pete, you've already got 8 seconds and you haven't even finished the 2nd sector yet. Oh my word. So he has to serve a drive-through. He's got a 5-second penalty to his name and a 3-second run. My word. Oh, that's a missing end plate. Who's missing an end? Oh, that's Crackerjack. Oh my word. Oh, and he's being full on catapulted into by Banana. I think Banana thought he ghosted. He didn't ghost, mate. Oh my word. 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Banana Cake Pie. Oh my goodness me. Let's go back up to this midfield battle, shall we? Conehouse, Alonso, Roscoe. Alcatraz isn't too far behind, and he's got the Aussie Rizzy Rick also in behind as Alonso around the outside into 1. What a move by Alonso. Conehouse will shuffle back to P3. My word, what a start, and what a start from Toddster. Almost 4 seconds. Oh, we have a pile-up. Oh, that's a pile-up. Crackerjack, Pete Crichton and James Cruz all in this big incident. And Banana's just going to cruise by all of them. Oh, my word. I love this championship. Oh, Pete, a bit of sideways action from him. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Toddster. Now a 5-second margin. And we got this train. Look at this train. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars here. Oh, and into the wall. I think that was Rizzy Rick. Into the wall. Sector 2 yellows. Sector 2 yellows. That's Toddster 99. Oh, and you're not ghosting there, mate. Oh, you've taken out Conehouse. Oh my word. And Roscoe up. Where did you come from? He's in the lead. He's in the lead. Toddster 99 has bottled it through the castle section. He's bottled it through the castle section. And Roscoe Arm from out of nowhere. Virtual safety car now. Oh my goodness me. I couldn't believe it. Toddster somehow spinning it 180 degrees in the castle section. And as a result, he took a few guys out. I think he bumped into Conehouse, but I don't think Conehouse has any damage. He doesn't. And I think he almost bumped into Romy Alonso. He was the first driver to come through. I don't think he has any damage at all. I think Toddster's the only one with damage. Let's have a look. Yep, missing end plate. Oh my goodness me. Roscoe Arm has found himself into the lead. as Crackerjack, oh dear me, has left the session. DRS has been re-enabled as we go back under green flag, racing at Baku. Oh, and someone's binned it. Is it Toddster? It is. He's doing some victory donuts after winning his championship. Well, I might as well. It's been a thoroughly dominant season from him. He deserves it, really. After how well he's driven throughout the season. Minus him completely bottling it at the castle section here at Baku. But well done, Toddster99, for winning Season 2 DRS Formula Championship. Currently the undefeated Formula 2 champion of DRS. Let's see, go back up to the leaders. Alcatraz falling away from Roscoe as Toddster gives a 10-second time penalty. Doing some more victory donuts with Pete, I see. They're just enjoying each other, just enjoying it. It has been a thoroughly enjoyable season. Pete getting in with the festivities. Let's go back to the racing now. Conehouse right in behind Resurrect, who makes a mistake. Oh, and Alonso also making a mistake and breaking both end plates now. They're both completely and utterly destroyed. He's going to be horribly so. And Garlaz now bearing down on Alonso for that 5th place. Look, Alcatraz actually gets a podium as Pete gets disqualified. No, he bins it! He bins it. You were on for a podium and you decide to bin it. Okay then. He was on for a podium. So that shuffles Conehouse into P2 with Rizzy Rick right behind him. He's got DRS, he's got the slipstream, he's not quite close enough, however. There's that Reedy in there as well. Yeah, Reedy doing a bit of donuts, I believe. Either that or he actually overshot the chicane. But James Cruz is loving this. Safety car! We have a proper safety car. Jesus Christ, fellas. We've got another league race in 30 minutes. Might have to delay the start for that race. Jesus Christ. We have a proper safety car. Jesus Christ. Oh well. I don't care really if I miss the start of that other league race. I want to keep watching this. This is good stuff. So now we only have 8 drivers on the grid, on the circuit, which means everyone will score points. Huzzah! Everyone that finishes will score points. And at this stage, Roscoe is on full way. Oh, it's Carlos drive-through penalty for speeding on the safety car. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Did not need that. Oh my goodness me. What a way to end off. Oh my word. Oh, well, it's all happening at Baku. Rizzy Rick has made a mistake out of the final turn. 3-time winner in this Formula 2 championship. Got a clean sweep. What was it? I think it was Canada he got a clean sweep. So does anyone come in? Will anyone come in? I'm sure a couple will. Oh my word. Yeah, righto, Alcatraz, that's all, man. You only went and caused a safety car. Aussie Rizzy Rick comes into the pits and he'll be going on to the super soft tyre. Yes, he will. There we go. On goes the super softs. Now, I'm not sure if they will make it to the end of this race, but I suppose we'll find out. And this has thrown Banana Cake Pie a bone because he started on the super softs, now he's on the mediums, and he might be able to catch up to the pack. We'll have to wait and see. Oh my freaking god. Oh my word. 8 finishes. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh. I love this championship. My word, do I love this championship. Let's see. When will the safety car lights go out? When will we go racing again? Time will tell. Now, safety car lights out? Nope, we're going another lap. Okay then. So we're going to have a 5-lap dash for the race win. 8 cars. Literally anyone here could take the race victory. If the cars behind can actually catch up to this pack. But at the moment, it seems at least the top 4 have a chance of winning. Garlas, however, has to serve a drive-through, so he's out, so it's now a 3-way battle. Rizik is starting to catch this group, so he'll get involved. As Alonso goes into the pits, okay then. So he's going to take a gamble. He's going to take a gamble. We'll go on to the super soft tyre. They're going to be nice and fresh as well. Victory in the sprint race here at Baku. And away he goes. And I think Reedy is doing a similar thing. So he's coming in. He'll go onto a set of supers. Here we go. Let's go the mediums. Onto the softs and a wing change. So that also explains why. Oh my goodness me. Oh goodness. There he goes once again. Back up to the leading trio. Or is it the leading quartet? Not quite. Rizik hasn't quite caught up. He's in second gear. I'm guessing he's trying to dump as much fuel as he can. That way he has a nice light car. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, it seems like he's going to try and dump all the fuel that he possibly can. Make his car light, make his car as quick as possible. Safety car is bound to be in this lap, so we'll be back under green flag racing. Let's see. Let's go on. Conehouse. Garlas isn't in this fight. He's got to drive. He's got to serve a drive-through. So it's between Roscoe Arm, Conehouse and Aussie Rizik, more or less, for the win. Rizik's on the super softs, so he's in a pretty good position. No, we're still in the safety car, so we're going another lap. We're going to try and let Reedy, I think, catch up to this pack. Oh my word, this is going to be the longest stream we've ever had in F2. These guys just don't want this series to end. They want to drag it on for as long as possible. Typically finish around 8 o'clock. It's now 10 past 8 and we've still got 5 laps rather to go. James Cruz, a 5-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. He's in P5! I mean, yes, he does have Alonso behind him and Banana Cake Pie. And Reedy, if he catches up to the pack, but still, P5, James. Here we go. I'm just going to check penalties. Roscoe Arms only got a warning. Conehouse has got a warning. Rizik, he's got a 5-second time penalty, but he would have served that in the pit, so he's got nothing as well. James Cruz has just gotten a 5-second time penalty, that's right. Romy Alonso's only got a warning. Banana's got 2, and Reedy's got nothing to his name. Reedy's been nice and clean. And looking to score one singular point from his efforts. Alright, the safety car is bound to be in this lap, so we'll have a 4-lap shootout till the end of this race. As the silver Benz is going around turn 14 into 15. As soon as we cross that sector 2 rather, line, if his lights go out, we'll be back under green flag racing. And there they go. So this is it. Hopefully it will be green flag racing till the end of the race. We've got 4 laps to go. The entire field is now in this. From 1st to 8th, they all have a chance. As the safety car is making its way back up into the pit lane, Roscoe Arm furiously warming up his tyres. Kinehouse a 5-second time penalty, a severe collision with Roscoe Arm. Has that taken him out of this race? But here we go. Roscoe Arm guns it. Gets a good start. And we're back under green flag racing here at Baku. Roscoe Arm leads into turn 1, and Garlaz overshoots turn 1. Oh, and James definitely overshot turn 1 and takes out Reedy as well, I think. No, Banana Cake Pie. Oh no. Banana, no. On for a solid finish, and then that happened with James. Back up to the leaders. Roscoe Arm leads the way. Kinehouse in P2 with Rizzy Rick on super softs, darting left and right, trying to find a way past. We're right on board with Alonso. This will be a good view. Alonso as well on the super softs, but he's on the fresher ones if I'm not mistaken. Yet 1 lap fresher tyres. And Reedy's, he's on for some, he's going to get good points in this race. He's on for some solid points. Oh my god. What a race. Oh, sector 2 yellows. That's James Cruz in the wall. And he's still going to score. He's going to score a point. My word. Kinehouse under attack from Aussie Rizzy Rick. On those fresh tyres. And with him burning as much fuel as he did, his car will be nice and light. Ooh, a bit of a lock-up. Hasn't cost him too much though. Going over the clobber curves of turn 15 into turn 16. See there from Alonso using all the road, but missing the apex. It's cost him a run. Rizzy Rick, he looks dangerous coming into turn 18 and 19 rather. He is right up. Kinehouse's gearbox in the slipstream. There's no DRS as of yet. He looks to the outside. They're going to be side by side when crossing the line. Coming into turn 1, will Rizzy Rick get the position around the outside? No, he won't, but he'll get the switch back. He'll try and get better drive into turn 2. Rizzy Rick down the inside at 2 and gets the position. Not quite. Kinehouse is fighting. He's fighting hard. He's got the slipstream now. He's going to try and make a move down the inside. I think Alonso to the outside. Is it going to be 3 wide? Not quite. But Kinehouse sends it into 3 and gets back P2. And Rizzy Rick gets a brilliant switchback and takes back second. But Kinehouse down the inside. Alonso tries to follow. Sector 1 yellow flag for James Cruz. Kinehouse fighting on. Still holding on to P2. Even with the 5-second penalty. He's going to fight this out. Rizzy Rick. Alonso. 3rd and 4th. They got to get this move done quick because these super softs are made out of cheese. They are going to melt at a rapid rate. Through the castle section, and Kinehouse is... Oh, he's broken the front wing. He did not need that. He did not need that at all. And Alonso, save of the century. Car very sideways coming out of turn 12. And Rizirik down the inside into 15. Massive lock-up over the club of curves and contact. Alonso around the outside. Can he actually get the position? Rizirik has the inside line. Coming into turn 16, or using all of the curb, and Alonso gets the position. Conehouse still holding on to P2, even though he's got that end plate damage. Almost flat out through turn 19 from Laurent Alonso, but Aussie Rizirik, he's got the slipstream, he's got a better slipstream. You can see the speedo flying 315 to 16, 17 kilometers an hour. Oh, he's not going to look to the inside. No, he won't. He's nowhere near close enough. Into turn 1 they go. With 2 laps to go, Roscoe Arm is pulling away massively. So this battle between Alonso and Rizirik is effectively for second place, as Conehouse has got a penalty. Alonso gets a horrible run, and he's got a missing end plate as well. I've just noticed that riding on board with Rizirik. Oh no, this is going to get messy, isn't it? Coming into turn 3, Rizirik smartly pulls out. Slots back in behind Alonso. Conehouse goes very defensive. Alonso around the outside, not quite. Oh, Alonso is missing both end plates, so he's going to be horribly slow. Oh, but Alonso with the inside line and contact. Oh my goodness me. As this is all happening, Roscoe Arm has now got a 6-second lead. He has absolutely walked away with this. He's going to win the feature race, but the battle for what is effectively second, as Conehouse will drop down to P4 at this stage. These are for the final 2 podium positions between Alonso and Rizirik. Rizirik in the better position, you would think, or with both end plates intact. One, maybe both? No, just the one, and you can see Rizirik, he is weaving all over the circuit, making sure Alonso knows he's right there behind his gearbox. Oh, it's Carlas having a moment in Sector 2. James Cruz, you're still going, unbelievable. So here we go, Roscoe Arm coming up to the start-finish line now to start the last lap, and Rizirik has moved himself into P3. Oh, here we go, Conehouse. Oh, there is no gap there. Oh, and into the wall goes Conehouse. Oh, that is a big crash. Gee, Alonso, I think he should have pulled out there. That gap was definitely closing. Conehouse has he voluntarily retired? No, he's full-on crashed into the wall. And Alonso, he's got big damage. Reedy. Oh my goodness me. How close is he? So Reedy, oh, hang on. Reedy's got a complete front wing. Alonso has got a completely destroyed front wing. Oh my goodness me. Are we going to see Reedy on the podium? I don't know. Reedy, gun it, son. You're that close. Give it the beans. Yeah, I think Alonso, that gap was definitely closing. It's not like Conehouse deliberately moved to the left and put him into the wall. Still Sector 1 yellow flags. Yeah, I think he should have backed out of that. He slotted in behind. It's now going to cost him big time. Now, has Reedy or Alonso got no assist? Race director. Reedy. No penalties! Oh my goodness me, Reedy. Oh my goodness me, Reedy. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I thought you were going to get third. Alonso's got a completely destroyed front wing, but Reedy, obviously not using traction control. Struggling with the car a little bit, but Roscoe Arm, what a commanding sweep at Azerbaijan, and wins the last race of this season, the sprint race at Baku. Rizirik will come home in P2 with a 5-second penalty to his name as well. And Alonso, yeah, I think he should have backed out of that. Should have backed out of that. It cost him and Conehouse. Reedy will come across the line in P4. 4. I think he'd be pretty happy with that, even with 7 finishes. 7 finishes! 7! Banana Cake Pie in P5. Garlaz will come home in P6 rather, with a completely destroyed front wing as well. James Cruz also with a completely destroyed front wing. Oh, what a series, what a race. Oh my goodness me. Thank you, Alcatraz. I'll join in a minute. Come on, Garlaz, you've come across the line in P6. That's 4 points. Oh, hang on. Wait. James is going to pip him out the line. No, he won't. Oh, I saw the 5-second penalty, but no, James had a few uppies on his name as well, so. But there we go. Roscoe Arm, the clean sweep. Only making it 9 different winners in this season, but still, 9 different winners. Out of 20 races, 9 different winners. Absolutely superb season it has been. But there we go. That will conclude the sprint race at Azerbaijan. Roscoe Arm gets a clean sweep. He also gets fastest lap as well, with Aussie Rizzy Rick in P2, Romy Alonso P3, Reedy P4, Banana Cake P5, Garlaz P6, and James Cruz P7. 7 finishes. 7. That's it. Oh my goodness me. 3 words is all I have to say. 3 words. Well done, Baku. We wanted to end this series off with a bang, and it most certainly was a big bang. Thank you, Baku. I'm sure some of the drivers aren't happy. Probably Conehouse would be one of them, but still. An absolutely superb season of Formula 2. Wow. What an honour. What an honour it is to commentate for this championship. It is absolutely superb. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude Season 2 of the DRS Formula 2 Championship. We've crowned a double Formula 2 champion in the form of Todson 99. We've had some of the most brilliant racing in DRS history from this championship. F2, it just delivers every single week. It is absolutely superb. So, for the final time for Season 2 Formula 2, I've been the Smeg. Thank you all so much for watching, and good night.